Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Echo.
Hi.
Hello.
I'm I'm just seeing. Okay. Let's keep some echo. Mm. Hi, everybody. This is Echo Chang. Hi. Um. Let's see. This is the beginning of today's live stream show, and we already have some comments coming up. Alex can hear your clicking. Okay, this is not from Alex's office. Neither his home. This is Echo Chain, another reporter from iChongqing, and Han and Sanio and MD. Hi, Gerald. Hi, everybody who's with us right now. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of iChongqing's channel. This is Echo Chain. Well, the 2022 FIFA World Cup is taking place in Qatar from 20 November to 18 December this year. And I believe that everybody has been focusing on their dream teams. Did you guys watch the games?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've watched the game that the Argentina lost to Saudi Arabia. It was really crazy. I mean, who would expect that? Right? But that's the charming part of the World Cup. The dramatic vibes, the unexpected goals, and you never know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, definitely.
So here is today's topic. Is that did you know the stories behind the infrastructure and manufacturing industry of this event? You know, Qatar's Minister of Finance said that in 2017, the country was spending 500 million US dollar per week on infrastructure projects, including roads, hotels, stadiums, and airport upgrades to prepare this small Middle Eastern nation to host this world's largest sporting game. It was like by far the most expensive World Cup in history. We keep coming to receive Celine High. It is the most expensive World Cup in history. Qatar is estimated to have spent as much as 220 billion US dollars in the dozen years since being chosen as a World Cup host in the late 2010, more than 15 times what Russia just spent for the last one in 2018. Qatar Stadium 974 is the first fully demountable stadium in the history of the FIFA World Cup. It was constructed using 974 containers with a total space of 450,000 square meters and the capability of 40,000. And some high quality China made, especially Chongqing made products were presented in this event to showcase this really increasingly global recognition of the manufacturing industry of this country and this city. So, in today's live stream, we are going to talk about how Chongqing's manufacturing shines in the 2022 FIFA World Cup and present to you the street view in Doha, in Qatar. Joining us today are Mr. Kevin Penn, the
Hello.
sales manager of the international department of Dima Holdings, and Mr. Du Fanggu, the manager of the Chongqing Meixin Group, and He Jiahui in Doha. She is going to present to us the stunning street view in Doha. Really awesome. I'm going to ask you guys to briefly introduce yourself to our audience, okay? Starting from Mr. Penn.
Hello, everyone. I'm Calvin Pan from International Department of Chongqing Dima Industry Company Limited. It's my great pleasure to participate in this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Penn. So, how about you, Mr. Du?
Hello, everyone. I'm from Chongqing Meixin. Best Doors and Windows Corporation. I'm a salesman.
Thank you, Mr. Du. How about our lady in Doha?
Hello, and
Hi.
Hui. Now I'm in the Doha Cornish, working in the Qatar Airways. I'm so glad to see you here.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
presenting such beautiful sunshine for us. Is that a, a square in a, or a park in the city downtown? 这是一个什么公园还是一个什么广场吗？
Yeah, there is a Doha Park. It's a Cornish. It's near the college, and I will show you. And so there is a lot of national flag. Here is China flag.
Glad to see that. Wow, so many national anthems, so many
Yeah, there
national
is a lot,
flags. And the
a lot
weather
of
is
flags.
really nice.
Yeah.
What's the temperature there right now?
It's like 24, 25.
Wow,
Wow,
very
Not too
it's a
cold.
much hot.
pleasant weather.
Yeah, yeah. So, people are there like chilling with their friends, or they are waiting for the game.
They are waiting for the game also, and they will be like take some picture here because we have the large screens in this park.
Oh, it's called Cornish, right?
Yes, Cornish.
Wow, Cornish. Okay, this is the name of this park. And so, what are you going to show us today around this place? What do you think this is the most interesting or beautiful part of this area?
Uh, First it's this one, the different national flag, and
Mhm.
we have the hello.
Hi.
Strangers.
Maybe
Yeah.
you can say there has it's very famous 974 stadium in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
which is
So so the park is really close to the stadium.
yes, and you know this is China. It's a Chongqing. Chongqing team built it.
Yeah, that's
I
what
see
we're
that
gonna
stadium.
show. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wow. Yeah, and I think the park is really being well constructed. It's really a nice, fancy park. And I wonder, are they all locals or tourists?
Uh, Most often it's a are tourists. The local
Mm-hmm.
people, yeah, it's they will be not living here actually.
Mm-hmm.
But we have some local people, and there is a city center
Oh,
in Qatar. It's like Shanghai.
Wow.
wow. Very beautiful city with beautiful weather.
See the sunshine.
It's not like what I just expected, when I grew up watching television about this World Cup in global cities, it always like crowded people everywhere in front of this stadium. But this time I don't see much crowded people. I just see a really organized structure of this park, and the people are just chilling out, hanging out with each other. So it's less of chaos, but more um symphony. I think more peace, more peaceful.
In the evening, they will become very crowded.
Oh, okay. So it's
They will
not
be-
okay. So it's just about the timing.
yes,
Hmm. So,
and
you've been living there or working there, right? For like how
yes,
long?
3 years already.
Wow, 3 years. Not really a short experience. So you have been really familiar with this city, right?
Yeah.
What do you like the most about this place?
Um, for me, I think there's people are very friendly, and I can learn a lot of the different cultures because the
Oh,
Arabic they have a very different culture.
wow. So there are also different nations, different um, people worldwide that come into
Yes,
this city, come into this country to create their to achieve their values, to enjoy their lives. The
yes,
diversity is that what you are saying, what you are concerning about this country, right?
yes.
Yeah. No. Okay. Han is selling is commenting no alcohol. Yeah, actually, it's. I think
Um,
it's the very also very first one in history that no alcohol. Yeah.
The
yes,
word
but now we
forbidden.
have the fans festivals also they can selling alcohol in that place, especially for the World Cup fans.
Oh, so then do you have some pavilions in areas that can sell alcohols, not just forbidden, right? You have multiple options. Is that
Uh,
correct? In
yes,
some special areas, right?
yes, yes, yes,
Oh, that's cool. It's really cool. I mean, it's really respect for their own culture, but also provide another convenient consuming consumption choices for fans, for football fans all over the world, because every nations they have their own culture, especially in front of this big event. I think somebody would enjoy grabbing a beer by their hand. So we Okay, somebody is commenting, "Hi, 诸葛亮, hi, Saranaj." While He Jiahui, Miss He Jiahui is introducing us the Cornish Park in this area. We have some comments. Chris, congratulations to Iran on beating Wales 2-0. Okay, that's the game just finished tonight, right? Especially after the Welsh fans' disrespect for the. Okay, I think you probably be a fan of Iran, and somebody is also commenting to our content today. So this is iChongqing's channel, and I'm Echo Chang. We are inviting some really brilliant managers who are working on this overseas projects that promoting this Chongqing manufacturing industry to the world on this 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Okay, I'm gonna have our conversation started right now. Before that, we have some information. Thank you, Jiahui. Please just wandering around in this area and show us more street view for us, okay?
okay, sure.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
So here I put my face because I wanted to show you guys some information. And as I just said, the main topic today is about Chongqing's manufacturing in Qatar World Cup. The fire doors is our first project that we are just going to talk about. In Qatar this year, the stadium 974, the first fully demountable covered football stadium, the 974, which was constructed entirely from shipping containers and modular steel. It was provided, and they were provided by Chongqing Meixin Group. So Chongqing Meixin Group, one of the leading professional door manufacturers in China, was founded in 1989. In more than 30 years, Meixin Door has matured into a complete, efficient, flexible, and intelligent production line, which is the basis of being the chosen door for the year's World Cup. It was different from general security doors. These doors were for the stadium had high standards and specific requirements in all aspects, including the design of the door frame, the selection of hardware, and the way of opening, and the thickness of this pen of film. I think they have more details that needs to explain. So I'm gonna ask Mr. Du to talk to share with us this information. Mr. Du, how was this work? I mean, what made this World Cup this year to choose to work with Machine Group on this project?
Well, thank you for your question. In fact, Meixin had entered into the Middle East market for more than 10 years, including Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. It's one of the most important overseas markets for us. During this year, we have successfully completed many key projects in Qatar, such as the Doha Asian Games and Eastern Shopping Mall and many five-star hotels. Through these cases, we established a close cooperation relationship with many influential local general contractor in Qatar. Therefore, we have the priority to be choosing as their supplier for the projects we are um, designated a supplier for the World Cup the stadium by the general contractor called HBK Group. For my understanding, it's because of we have accumulated reputation during the past few years.
Yeah, to build this really great for a great reputation in the industry is really important for such a big enterprise. Um, I mean, what I'm concerned about is that what's the core technological feature of this fire door? Because we know it's really special. It's not like the other normal general doors. I mean, what's the core technological feature?
Okay, I want to introduce the main technological features from these aspects. First, safety is the priority. All of our fire doors have to meet the British standard BS 476, which is 2 hours fire rating, to make sure the audience have enough time to escape in case of fire. Second, all the hardware and fire alarm system used on the fire door are customized for World Cup Stadium. So we need to design the knock hole corresponding to this special hardware. Third, the paint material not only required to be environmentally friendly, but also have to meet international building standards such as heavy anti-corrosion, strong adhesion, gloss, and field thickness. Fourth, the design of the door frame should be consistent with the special container module wall. The airtightness and the watertightness have to be considered. Fifth, the package must be strong enough to make sure the safety of the goods in case of long distance transportation, multiple transshipment and loading. In order to achieve these requirements, our sales team, technical team, and production team organized the meetings and the discussion times and times again, and many tests as well.
Hmm. So I'm really curious about the flexible production line because we know it
Mm,
is the basic of a modern infrastructure in the society. Because the flexible production line not only just provide more ways to produce more kinds of products, but also to save time, to save energy, to save
yeah.
the cost. So what's the secret or stories or the features of the machine flexible production line? Can you share some information about it to us?
The flexible production line is designed by our machine group self. In order to improve the efficiency and the customized needs, we design this production line. So before, for example, we need the 30 people to operate this machine, but now we don't need anyone to control this machine. Even we can turn the light off. The production line can run by itself automatically.
Wow. So it's really so the automation of your machines manufacturing are really high. Is that
Yeah.
correct? It's high. I wish I can visit the factory sometimes because I've been producing live stream content about these really great manufacturers in Chongqing, and I wish I could visit it sometimes to live
Yeah, you're
streaming
welcome.
about it. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Du. So, how? Let's talk about the other brand, okay? Um, but before that, can I show you guys some video and pictures about the machine doors that we just shared? This is the picture. Yeah, yeah. What's that? Are they just placing those doors in the stadium? These doors are waiting for being installed, right? Can you guys see that on screen?
Yes, I can see that. So colorful.
Yeah, this is the stadium, right? The stadium. And these doors arrived in the stadium, and I guess it's waiting for the waiting time, waiting to be installed. And we can still see these are overseas workers installing the doors, right? And this is the stadium 974. It's really awesome designed and constructed. And then we have a video about this project. Watch this. Okay, now we're back. We are back, and I think this video really highlights the high automation of this machine group in their manufactories, no matter their products or their flexible production line. And I think they are really awesome with this online supply chain, online logistic systems. That are really interesting for me. Um, I really wanted to explore the manufacturing next time. So that's the part of Meixin. So let's hit our next topic with Mr. Pen, Kevin. Hi. We are been talking about the Meixin fire doors, and next topic is about the Dima Holdings. Can you tell us what's the cooperation project between Dima and the World Cup?
Okay, firstly, thank you for your question. Well, we just for this project, we just cooperated with Huawei Qatar, Headcom Qatar, and so at last we supplied 4 communication base station vehicles to Qatar, Headcom, and MOI.
Is that this one? I have some pictures on this. This is
Yes,
yeah.
yes, this
So
is
the
we just make the delivery.
so they are being delivering to Qatar, and
Yes,
I assume that just you mentioned about Huawei. So you've been so Dima was working with Huawei on this, right? For the
yes,
signal
we use
technological
some
part.
equipment and technology from Huawei.
Oh, okay. Can you share some information about this part? Is that okay to share?
You mean that the technology, the Huawei equipment?
Yeah. Just briefly
Uh,
introduce it to the about this, because everybody knows Huawei in the world. So I think it would be interesting for our overseas audience.
Yes, they use Huawei equipment of communication, such as the base station antenna, the microwave antenna.
Oh, they are really expensive, right?
Uh, maybe,
Yeah,
perhaps.
yeah, I think so. So, what's the special about these communication station-based vehicles?
Well, this is quite a good question because that I think some of the fans they do not know what this communication station vehicles for. So
Yeah.
this vehicle is just generally used as at the large gatherings and the major events. It can be
Mhm.
deployed anytime and anywhere with high mo- mobility to realize the coverage, transmission, and exchange of on-site wireless signals and achieve the functions of communication blind spot compensation and capacity expansions, something like that. So, uh, for example, communication is likely a highway.
Mhm.
Usually, 4 lanes are enough, but when there are more vehicles on holidays, so the roads will be crowded. So when people are crowded and communications congestion is caused at the stadium. So mobile base station lead to broaden the communication bandwidth to ensure the normal network, ensure our communication through the cell phone or through the internet, something like that.
Yeah, and just like you just mentioned, these communication station-based vehicles were really important for huge events, and Dima has been always working on this field. Your industrial communication base station vehicles are provided to support these important international, national, and provincial activities for many times, such as the 2022 Winter Olympics, the 2022 Paralympic Games, the return of Shenzhou 13. That's
Yes,
really huge to Earth in this year. And the actual combat exercise for earthquake relief in
yes,
Plateau. and Alpine regions in this year. These are remarkable events. So, can you briefly introduce the Dima Holding, the company for us? I know it's a really important enterprise in Chongqing, but I think our audience in domestic and overseas, they want to know what's what is about this company and what kind of your role in this project. I think that's two questions. You can
Yeah.
answer the first one.
Okay. So the first one for our Dima industry, we just was built up in 1997, and firstly specialized in the cash in transit vehicle, and then we just providing the intelligent and safety special vehicles and emergency rescue guarantee products. So we have a bulletproof cash in transit vehicle, airport ground supporting equipment,
Wow.
robots, mobile service equipment, digital smart city, etc.
So
So there are so many
basically,
kinds.
so
Yes,
many kinds, multiple kinds in different
yes,
kinds of fields, um, vehicles, and but I think it's mostly for some specialty use. Is that correct? The
yes,
really special use, not just vehicles that we can drive all the time, but especially for this really big events, big constructed projects, and sometimes maybe the military force using. Is that correct?
yes. The
Yeah,
big event.
big events. So that's the Dima Holdings, the company. And we have a video about this project. I wanted to show you here. Let's watch this. Okay, guys, that's the video about Dima. Okay, I'm heading to turning switching the camera to Mrs. He. Hi, Jiahui. How are you right now?
Hello.
Hi.
Good. Hello.
You're at a door? A door?
No, no, no. I'm still outside, just near the sea.
Yeah, I know. Is that a dork? I mean, a dork where the sheeps are parking there and
Yes,
wow,
So
this
nice.
is really a nice weather to enjoy such a beautiful live stream today with you guys.
yes.
Um,
Later will be very crowded.
so the fans will gather in there, right?
Yes,
Here. And I assume these containers were like the same design as the stadium, right?
yes.
These are really colorful ones and really cute. I like the design. And so, what are these for? Are they restaurant or coffee house or some places for you to chill out, or just
There's so
stores?
like say they have the coffee shop and some we can choose here.
Hmm.
Also have the supermarket like that. It's just a
Wow.
design, a special design.
Okay. What's the pricing level of this city? Is that really high? I heard
Uh,
that the food there are mostly imported overseas.
you want me tell you about the RMB or Qatar reals? There's
It's
like
both.
in local currency, it will be like around. It depends which food. Like the most expensive is Chinese food, very
Oh,
expensive. But like
wow.
local food and some other countries' food, it will be like 25 reals, like 30 reals. It's not expensive. Like 50 or 60 RMB.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Not as expensive as I just
Yeah.
assumed. It's reasonable in such how to say a country with really high GDP.
Yes, yes.
So, what kind of food do you recommend the most if we are traveling in this country, visiting this country?
Uh,
The
I
local one
recommend,
or
yeah, the you can for the tourists you can try the which the name is shawarma. It's Arabic food. It's very nice, and it's not
Mhm,
expensive. It's
mhm.
Arabic food.
Arabic food? Wow.
Yeah, shawarma.
I think that's where most people wanted to try in
Yes.
when they are visiting this country. But I believe there also are some fine dining restaurants there because there are so many foreigners there, tourists every year. So since you've been working in this country for 3 years, and especially you are working in the airplane company, right? Do
Yeah.
you happen to have some stories or informations about people here or between those tourists that you just met, or what kind of interesting stories that you wanted to share during your life there?
Actually, when the FIFA the first day we went to the souk walk, there are a lot of the tourists and foreigners, and me and my friends we are doing the TikTok there, and
Mhm.
a lot of the local people and other countries people they join us,
Mhm.
and
Wow,
and we saw a lot of the social media, even in Chinese social media are there is there.
wow. So these people are really familiar with the social media. They are really open to this, right?
Yes, they are so friendly, so respect each other.
That's really awesome because that from that you can see how energetic these people are in this country. And where can we see those videos? On your Douyin channel or TikTok or where?
So in China.
Douyin? Okay, okay. Perhaps we can upload or retweet some of your videos later after the live stream because I'm really interested in that. And so, where are you heading right now? Just walk
In the
along the store, right?
yes, because now I think they all almost the fans are watching the match now,
Mm-hmm.
so they will be not here in the evening. They will come here to cheer up, and we have some activity in the evening
Activities there later, maybe.
later. But in China, it's
Yeah,
already
after the game.
midnight.
Oh, after the game. Yeah, yeah. It's almost 9 o'clock here. So we are really glad to see, we've been stay home for a really long time. So it's an honor for me to watch you walking on such beautiful sunset. And I wonder, how is this reaction about a reaction from those locals about this event? I mean, it should be a really we just talk about it's a really expensive one, but it also provided many job opportunities. I mean, just make more incomes for the tourism industry. So, what do you think of their reaction on this event? Most of them just like it, right?
You mean the local people?
Yeah, yeah, because I know there are many foreigners who work there, not just locals in
Yeah,
Qatar.
actually, the local people they don't need to work too much. The government will give them a lot of money. They just need to like how to say they just do some simple job. Almost it's a foreigner to working here.
So the locals, they don't have to
Yeah,
strive
they
for
don't
their
have.
lives, right? They just
Yeah,
work really easily to get their life better. It's really
and
a
their salary is very high, very high.
yeah, yeah. That's what I just informed, and God, it's really making me jealous this time. And but I think that would just cause this reaction about how they will be really friendly to people who came here to experience the very, I would say, erotic vibe. Is that correct? I think it's really a erotic vibe than those, than the other World Cup events before this year. It's not the same one in Europe. It's not the same one in the Americans, North Americans, South Americans, not the same one in Asia. It's the one in the Eastern countries areas. So it's really kind of attractive for those who haven't been to places, these areas. And thank you, Jiahui. I think we can head into our next topic. You can continue in showing the street view for us. And I'm going to bring in the last topic because in China, manufacturing is the main body of the real economy. President Xi Jinping emphasized that the high quality development of the manufacturing industry should be placed in a more permanent position. The municipal party committee and the municipal government attaches great importance to the development of the manufacturing industry. The transformation and upgrading of the city's manufacturing industry has achieved remarkable results. In the city, the output value of industrial enterprises about designated size exceeded 279 billion US dollars, and the added value of all industries were nearly 100 billion US dollars. The output of microcomputers, mobile phones, automobiles, and motorcycles accounted for more than 24%, 9%, 6%, and 29% of the national total, respectively. And the largest adipic acid and spandex production base in China was built in Chongqing. The R&D investment intensity of industrial enterprises about designated size exceeds 1.6%, ranking among the top in this country. The 12-inch power management chip, a silicon-based optoelectronic complete set of technology and other fields are the first to achieve the breakthroughs in China. In emerging industries have grown rapidly, and the proportions of the industrial strategic emerging industries and high-tech industries about designated size in the output value of industrial enterprises about designated size have been increased to 32% and 28% respectively. The pace of transformation and upgrading of traditional industries has accelerated, and investment in technological transformation has increased by an average of 15.6% annually. These numbers are like reminding us this total of 67 smart factories and 359 digital workshops have been built in this city. I think these numbers are like dazzling our minds, but I'm reading them just to in case this importance of the transformation and the upgrading of this industry. We have the last one, the labor productivity of industrial enterprises about designated size have reached 500,000 US dollars per person. I don't know if these numbers mean anything to you, but when I'm checking on this information, I'm really stunned by this achievement of Chongqing's in manufacturing industry. Oh, is that the sunset? Can we be able to
Yes.
watch the sunset here? Wow, really beautiful. So about all this information that we just share about this Chongqing's about the achievement and remarkable goals in the last past years in Chongqing, these are all showing how important this industry is in to our economy. So the last question that I wanted to issue about the development of Chongqing's manufacturing industry. What do you think of that? What do you think of this vibe or the situation, the growing trend of this industry? What do you think of it? And what's the advanced part in Chongqing's manufacturing industry? Like how are your companies deal with the challenge of this transformation and upgrading? So first, I want to ask Mr. Du.
Well, I think there are three main advanced parts of we have. First, we have mature sales, technical, and production teams with rich experience for developing overseas market through the past 30 years. Secondly, in order to make sure our manufacture efficiency and precision, we import several professional machines from different countries. For example, our bending machines and punching machines are from United States and Italy. And we have an automatic flexible assembly line which designed by ourselves. We can make our doors from a steel sheet to a complete one within 30 seconds. Third, we have the most mainstream certificates in the world, including the American standard, UL, WH standard, and European standard, EN 1634, British standard BS 476, and the Middle East standard BM Trader. These are the passport to the international market for us. All of these factors become the core competitiveness of our group. This exhibition for our doors at the Qatar World Cup is a demonstration of our products on the world-class platform and a great recognition in the international market. For our machine group, it not only represents our group, it also represents our Chongqing enterprises through the decades of mutual learning, communication, and competition with international counterparts in the continuous upgrading.
Yeah, as long as Chongqing's manufacturing industry has grown their technological parts, their advantages of this core technology, essential technological parts, I think we can achieve more globally. That's what I just learned from Meishin Group. And how about you? How about Dima Holdings, Mr. Pan?
Wow. Personally, I think Chongqing's manufacturing level has always been among the best in China, and the development in recent years in Chongqing is also very rapid. You can see that. So the development of high quality manufacturing industry is bound to promote Chongqing to accelerate the construction of a modern industrial system. I think it's very important for this. And for our Dima, I think this year's participation in the Qatar FIFA World Cup has
Mhm.
provided our Dima with high quality assurance for the event communication, which confirms that the world's top events highly recognize the intelligent manufacturing strengths of the Dima industry. I think um, in the future, I think Dima industry will constantly improve our digital intelligent products in the field of emergency communications and show the world our Chinese technology and also export to our Chinese intelligent manufacturing and products. Um, until now, we have almost exported to more than 34 countries to overseas. In the future, we think that our Dima's products maybe to another 50 countries in the world or another 80 countries. So this is what we need to do in the future.
Yeah, just transform these babies, these high technological vehicles to the world. Keep on doing that. Thank you, Mr. Pan.
Thank you.
And we can heading back to the last part is something that I wanted to share is about the Wulong district, their debut in this World Cup. The manufacturing industry is now the only Chongqing element that shine in this year's World Cup. Wulong district has highlighting its best tourism features in Qatar. Let's just see this content here. I think we have some pictures. See, yeah, this is the one that displaying the images in buildings in Qatar. Wulong district of Chongqing also entered this World Cup together with Qatar to celebrate this event. Since the beginning of this year, Wulong District has launched the three times of entrepreneurship of tourism led by internationalization. The appearance of Wulong, China in the World Cup is an important step for Wulong tourism to enter the Middle East market to achieve internationalization. It is an important action to implement the specific word of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization's national multifunctional economic and trade platform international culture and tourism working committee. It also will be the specific action to lead Wulong to open a new chapter of cultural tourism and to lay a preliminary foundation of overseas tourists to come to Wulong after this epidemic. We hope it will be a chance for the world to get to know Wulong deeper. It is reported that the A1 is that A1 Jaber? Is that A1 or A A1? I think so. A1 Jaber Twin Tower, the buildings in Doha, is adjacent to the Lucio Landmark Stadium and is the landmark CBD of the core business district of Lucio New City. It is a must-go place for 90% of high net worth fans of the World Cup. Is that correct? I think so. I think I'm gonna ask Jia Hui later about this. I think it's a correct information. Anyway, it is a tourist attraction level business district for international business travelers. During the World Cup, the appearance of Wulong, China at the A1 Jaber Twin Towers is an important measure to promote international image and brand promotion of world national heritage, the greater beauty of Wulong. Because we know that the karst geographical condition in Wulong is really, really awesome for tourists over the world, all over the world,
Yes.
and to improve the international popularity of Wulong tourism. That's it. I think that's all this information and topics that I wanted to issue today because the whole idea of this live streams topic is that I read about this article, the reporter a report about how Chongqing's manufacturing industry shines in this year's World Cup, and I'm really glad to invite you guys to join us today, Mr. Pen and Mr. Du, also Jiahui. I'm gonna put Jiahui in the front of our in the middle of our screen. And it's really glad to have Jiahui here to presenting the really legit activity, legit vibe of this city, of this country for us. And I bet some of you are just ready for the next game, right? Qatar, the host, is coming back to the show again.
Four
Yeah,
match.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, Qatar vs Senegal is coming back. So let's see what's going to happen this time.
Yeah.
Remember to like and share. I'm gonna put myself in the screen. Remember to like and share and subscribe to us and follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. Thank you guys for watching this show. I'm saying goodbye to Han, to anybody, Vienna, to Devinder, I'm sorry, Powwow, Arif, Maria, Zhuge, and Mosar, and Kevin. I hope Kevin was there, and Chris, and Roman, and everybody who has been watching this, supporting this content tonight. Thank you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the World Cup. And we have another live stream project later this month. It's about uh, China's cooperation with Qatar as this as we are both building, promoting the Belt and Road Initiative these days. It's really huge global strategic risk by China. So that's the topic next time. Thank you guys. Remember to like and share.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
See you
thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
See ya.